I was helping some couple of journalists from the US. They came here to do a story, and we were going around back and forth with authorities on some basic things.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of them told me, you know, Mustapha, we struggled this much to get information, you know, and nobody forgives us if we get it wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, and I had a conversation with a couple of friends, and I told them, does this work feel like something that someone has been working on for 2 years? And they said no. I said yeah. It doesn't, because it's ridiculous, you know. Yeah, but that's the nature of things here. A story that should take you a week here takes you months. And so, especially if you are working on a story that people don't want told, there are a lot of requests by lawmakers from many parliaments back. I would say two parliaments back, because we have, I think we are heading for a third one. So there are many requests that were done by lawmakers. You can go back to their records. You know, they have not. In fact, there are times when I think I know more than the people who are answering questions to lawmakers. Yeah, because when we were publishing our story on the sale of Jammeh's livestock, the minister was on the parliamentary floor and he was about to answer questions. I think it might have been our story that made him not to answer questions and to tell lawmakers, because we have asked a lot of questions, raised a lot of questions in the report that was made by the sheriff, that the minister felt like, look, this report is discredited, I cannot rely on it. He told them, look, you guys can go and open a parliamentary inquiry. That was the first time the minister said it in the parliament. That go and you can open a parliamentary inquiry. I have asked so many questions, you know. And so I have, in the last 2 years, written 3 requests for information to the Ministry of Justice. None of which was honored. None of which was honored.
Why was it not? They don't have the information, or they just don't want to give it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, the last one, Dauda made an effort. I have to give him that. The last 1 month before our publication, Dauda actually authorized Hussein Tomasi to give me the information. Dauda told him, this guy, because I did on the ATI, on the access to information. Because the previous ones, 2 that I wrote, which I can show you copies of, there was no access to information before. So at this time, when I wrote the last one, there was access to information. So I wrote under the ATI, and then Dauda asked Hussein Tomasi. For the last 3 or 4 times I went there, every day he forgets. Oh, I have forgotten. And I said, okay. Yes, then I come back later. Yeah, I've forgotten. And the last time he said he had authorized somebody to work on it. And apparently that person never replied.
So with all of this, you never had a single information from the Ministry of Justice?
Not one.
Not one?
Yeah, not one. All these things I have got outside of the ministry. Not one. Yeah. And how do I get it? We get one document from Party, another document from Samba, another document. So you go to police investigators, you go to Jammeh Commission, former staff, you go to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is how we collect. It's like scavenging, you know? Yeah. So that is why when people who are in authority comes out to question you, it makes you angry.
It makes you angry.
Yeah, because
they refuse to give you the information.
I mean, in fact, we should not.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be the people to tell Gambian people, this is what happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything we have written about, all the reports we have written about, yeah, all the exhibits Jammeh Commission received, everything. The Americans, they've given the Jammeh Commission military grade scanners. They scan tons of documents at no time. Every document that appeared before Jammeh Commission is on record. It's scanned.
It's scanned.
Yeah. Ultimately, I was able to get everything, all the exhibits, all the testimonies, everything. But it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, because you told me...
And you know also, those are not what you really, as a journalist, those are not a lot of... If you get tons of documents, several gigabytes of information, it takes months to go through them. You don't need that. Like what we basically need are sales reports, valuation reports. You know, some of those need, you know, necessary, useful information. It's not information. I don't need a testimony. I can, of course, there are maybe persons of interest who have testified before the commission, and I may need their testimony. So I can go back to testimonies and check. But there are, most of the times, you don't need those. So a lot of the tons of documents we have were not useful, you know. So you have to sift through a lot of the information to find little bit. You see, we are revisiting stories, even right now. That is why when I see people making noise about Jammeh Commission, I said, calm down. We cannot build a country being impulsive people. Jammeh Commission is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You won't even begin to do a story yet. Because the story we have done basically is about lack of transparency. Yeah, we haven't done anything yet. We just meant to show to the Gambian people, so answer some elementary questions.